Well, a very good evening to one and all. Welcome to another SimScott 185 live flying experience is what we can call this. Should be eating while I try and stream. Anyway, welcome everyone. Hope you're having a fabulous day. We are back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Going to be taking the Inibuilds Airbus A350-900, the latest version, from Zurich up to London Heathrow this evening. Should be a fairly quick flight, but we're going to go through it in a pretty methodical way to you guys if you're following along and want to do this. We'll see how hopefully it's done. We're going to use JSX, we'll get some fuel on board, get ourselves out. We're on Vatsim. There's no controllers on at the moment here, but hopefully by the time we get to London there will be. But yeah, hope everyone's having a very good evening. Get my levels right, guys, just get my levels right. Pro streamer. Anyway, welcome aboard this very modern airliner. So we'll get the battery sorted. It's a little bit of a delay now. Before that was quite instantaneous, but we will get all of these turned on. Get our navs aligning, look beeping. Cruise supply comes on. It's so good. It's so good for the moment. Come down to our OIS. Bring in our SimBrief flight plan, confirm it's Zurich to Heathrow. We are at Edelweiss 185. I'm sure that's how the pilots say it. So yeah, we'll get that sorted. We'll do a SimBrief import here, and then you can see that the zero fuel weight is still nil at the moment. And so what we can do, go for refueling first. And I find that if you do the refueling first, it will kick off. You can then start boarding people, and then you can get bags on board as well. So just wait for that truck to come on. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well. We haven't streamed in a while. Playing a lot of other stuff. But yeah, it's a nice evening for a flight, so we thought we'd jump on. Get onto a man here. So he's gonna sort us out, get us a little bit of fuel. So we'll get the fuel started, and then we'll get the boarding done as well. I still get quite a few stutters on the ground in the Airbus A350, but it seems to be behaving more, and I think that's because I disabled my NVIDIA filters. Anyway, you can see the fuel truck coming along there. What we're looking for is, at the moment you'll see down here, fuel truck will get himself connected. So you can see, you can either choose these ones here, or you can go with your block fuel. So if I come down to our flight plan, we've got 12805, it's saying 13058, slightly different, but we'll go with that, which works. So this will start to go up once he connects. And once he connects, we'll then start boarding the aircraft. Hopefully it's not too long a flight up to London, like just an hour and 20 minutes or so. But a good one just to test out this aircraft. If you've not flown it before, you're not flown the channel, you are super welcome to be here. We've got a members Discord, do come along and have a chat on there if you've got any questions after the flight. See that in the description of the stream. Quite busy airport, Zurich. Just the device pushing back. Do things on the channel just, you know, in a bit of a fun way. Get over to Heathrow and do it in a way that means it's not super serious, but have a bit of fun. In a way that gets us there very safely for everyone. hope everyone had a good Easter weekend. Long weekend in the UK. Jet blast is loud. Edelweiss. So, you can see that fuel is starting to come on board now because we've got the 600, 700, 800, tend to go up in 100 kilogram sort of intervals, so it can take a while. But what we can do in the meantime is get some passengers on the plane. And while that's happening, we'll set up our flight. So come down here to our FMS. In it, flight plan request. Having dinner at the same time, guys, multitasking. Insert that. Oh, it's quite useful to have this summary in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I find this really good. In 2020, you had to like download different software to get your flight plan summary, but this is all included, which is really good. So let's just get ourselves set up. So our departure is down here, runway 28. Got the it's the Vebi for whiskey, which we'll have a little chat through, but don't want that. So departure, runway 28, and it's the oh, that is hold on. Please select the runway for me. Here we go. There we go. For whiskey. Insert. Cool. And then into Heathrow, it's the Alesso 1 hotel, into 27 left. Runway 27 left. We'll use the iOS. Not need a VIA at the moment, but it's the Alesso 1 hotel, which matches over here. Insert that. Insert temporary, and that is that part done. Very good. Other things that we can do while we are here. Wind, I think it might already be coming in. Yeah, there we go, it's already in there, that's cool. Flight plan's good. We'll do performance in a bit. Fuel and load, I think you can do, even though GSX is loading, it will still put in, yeah, and block fuel, slightly different to what they had loading on, but that's fine. That's your numbers. 275 people want to go to London tonight, I think. Oh, no. Delete. Thank you. And hit enter. SimScott. There we go. 275. Confirm that and enter. Nice. So you get the passengers coming on while you're refueling. The only thing that it would do, and I don't know if anyone knows the answer to this, answer the postcard. Whether you can do your bags at the same time as fueling. I don't think you can because it's it blocks, the fueler blocks where the bags would go. It's not such a custom cabin for the Edelweiss. Normally you get these sort of set up, but it's all good. So we'll wait for that to happen. Fuel's still coming on, passengers are coming on. That was DC910 MD11. Plane spotting paradise here. We can also go across and get our weather while we're here. So HCCom. Is that right? There we go. HS7 request for Zurich. Right, so 18 degrees in Zurich, lovely. Good clouds at 6,000 feet, 2.5. 1017, no significant weather. Winds are 330 at 6, so a bit of a crosswind from the right as we take off. So 1017, we can dump into our UNH. Check that that's over here. Yep. Go into our charts. To departure, hit our turn. We're going to take off and do a little wiggle. Heading 232. You can see that we need to be about 5,000, 6,000 and 7,000, and that'll be due to the terrain around us. We'll go up to, it says initial clearance 5,000. We'll do that, but then a little bit nervous that that'll create some excitement with terrain. Well, could go wrong. So I'm just setting that to arc. I think that's still on standby. You can track if you want to see how many people boarded. So out of our 200 odd, see it's 80 there. So if I set that now, just playing with things. Yeah, okay. So we need to wait for all the fuel and things to come on board, otherwise it will set the wrong weight and balance. Look at this! It's going to be a lovely sunset as we cruise out of here. munching away on food here. Very, very hungry. So yeah, lovely looking aircraft. We've got everything put on board. So we got our weights. We'll wait until until we got all the passengers on. Fuel's now on board. Bags should be coming on. Here they come. So you can only do fuel first, then bags. But on a short haul like this, it's not too bad. I practiced a long haul on this, and I think the whole process of boarding took about half an hour, 40 minutes, just because the fuel took a long time to come on. But this should be pretty good. Got 199 passengers on at the moment. Also got into our TCAS system, and we can just put that into default. So what that'll do, auto, once we take off, it'll go into its reporting mode that we need it to do. Very, very modern airliner, this, compared with some of the stuff we fly. Do you like this? I mean, this is cool. You can get like terminal charts up if you want. Get the en route charts, you can see where we are. Do the takeoff performance once we've got everyone on board. The cool thing we can do is, with the use of Navigraph, and it will stutter a little bit, which hopefully means it's not going to crash, but we can zoom in. So we're taking off from runway 28, but you can see down here exactly where we are, which is very cool. I think this is one of the better features. You can see we're on stand 8th, Echo 33 and Echo 35, which matches Echo 33 and Echo 35 outside. This is some piece of equipment. Usually you can drag around it, but maybe not. But we're going to be taxiing out along Delta, down Hotel, and this is runway 28 here. Interesting, that's the wrong way around that 1028, unless it's direction of travel, maybe it is. So 28 goes that way, he says, hoping that he doesn't, you know, end up crashing into something. But we'll be taxiing out on our taxi route. We can see actually just on the flight planner here. So you can see runway 28 is, oh come on now, is that 10 there? Maybe I am, maybe I'm confused. No, I'm not. That's our plane with a big little blue thing around it. Not quite sure what's happening here. Oh, it thinks that people are planes. That's fascinating. Like it. We're going to come down here. Please let me just drag you and stop clicking on things. There we go. Is this runway 28? Yeah. So we'll come down to here. Do the hold. Get ourselves out of here. Love how the language is in French. Ça va? Very... sun's starting to set in Switzerland. It's soon time for us to get out of here, guys. 282, and we're expecting something definitely different. Hold on. Maybe it's taking my flight from previously. Let's just check this just to make sure we're alright. Is it taking this one? Can I have a little look? Oh, it is. Okay, well, we'll go with this one. It's the same route. How many people are on board then? 324. Oh, my goodness. Changes everything. It's good I loaded in a previous flight plan. You know. Pro streamer, guys. Know how this works. 3, 2... Ooh, no, not that. 3, 2, 4 is what we need now. that. Cool, that now makes sense because that 13100 matches my fuel of 13058. Interesting, interesting. So, last of the pallets are going on. Got one on this side, 2 to go on here. And last of the passengers are coming on. $224. We're at 323. So that's all the passengers on. And then we're just waiting for the final bags to come on, and we'll be good. We'll start the APU, and we can turn the fasten seatbelt sign on. Roll window, and APU comes on. So really shock the person at the back of the airplane here, who's loading on, as he hears my APU kick into life. Earmuffs or something. Right, so now I'm down here, and if you hit enter, this auto-populates. So 171.6 is cool. Zero fuel weight 25.9. Block fuel 13.1. It won't auto-populate passenger numbers for you. But that is all good. Then, come down here. We'll sync our FMS. Runway 2A. Sync this. And we'll do a little compute. And we'll send that to the FMS. Come down here. Performance. Confirm takeoff speeds. Done. Easy as that. You can see they're in there as well, the 113 and 142. Ready to prepare for pushback and departure. Closing up the hopes. You can see the final bag's just going on the front there. Get a bong when it's all. Hey Alex. Don't apologise, mate. Everyone's got things going on. How you doing? So we got APU bleed on, and we should have out the front get connected up to the tow truck. Yeah, I did, Alex. Thanks for putting that together, mate. I think it looks really good. Took a little bit, you know, moving around, but I appreciate your help on that. So, getting connected up here, and we will get ourselves out of here. What I will do is I will mute now the ground music, just so you can hear everything a little bit clearer. Start to see the nose going up here, so it's being lifted off the ground. And this person in his little tug. Sounds awful, doesn't it? We're going to go nose to the left. Need to make sure we get the chocks out first, and then release parking brakes. start, let's do engine number 2 first. It's only about an hour and 20, I think, Alex. We're going up to Heathrow from Zurich. The simulator looks awesome. It's really good. Enjoying this. Hopefully, we don't get any crashes as we go up. Been flying a lot, Alex? It's always time for Alex. I sort of stopped for a little bit, and then yeah, got a wee bit back into it. Yeah, you should do it. I think we might go on the grass. No, we haven't. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. Let's do engine number 2. Oh, really? Has Oliver locked you out? Sounds like something he would do. Got you. Got it. I see, I see. Nice one. We had someone new subscribe, Celine. If you are in the chat, thank you very much. Oh, it's gonna be a tasty flight today, guys. Hot damn! Thanks, Celine. Okay, we'll then do one stage of flap. And we'll turn on our radios, because that's probably quite important to hear people. 1280, flip-flop it across. Hot damn! Hot damn! Oh, Alex, you subscribed again. I thought you already subscribed. We'll always take more subscribers. It's all good. Okay. So... haha, makes sense. So we'll do an auto brake. We'll bring up the speed brake. Arm that for rejected takeoff. We'll call the cabin in a second, but I think we are good to go. I get you, I get you. Forgot you had your run-in with the YouTube algorithm. So, just let's have a little look at our taxi route. What's he going to? Wait, 1.8 or 2.8? You want to go basically along Delta Hotel. Yeah. Ah, got it, Alex. Biting the man. I like it. Okay, so we gently roll. We'll do a takeoff config test. That's gone normal. Now, if you want your cabin crew, probably it's a bit unrealistic to ask them to sort of check in now, but if you did want to, you just hit the purser button and that goes green. Should probably just check our departure, it all makes sense, but I think we're okay. Yeah, so we've got Brigo in there, ZH554, which will be based on the VOR, 558's in there, and then Ribbit, so it all works. Now, let's tell people where we're going. Zurich traffic, Edelweiss 185, taxiing to runway 28 via Delta Hotel and Bravo to hold at Bravo 1, Edelweiss traffic. 0 traffic. That's all good. Let's make sure we got our weather radar on. We'll put terrain on here. Yeah, I think he said he came to one of my streams and said he was going away for, I think he was going to Turkey, was he? It sounded very nice wherever he was. Very jealous of all these people going on holiday. Oh, really? Oh, look at that, guys! What an airplane. We can go back into our zoom mode. So you can see we're on hotel. You might not be able to see it, but it's got an H down here highlighted, which will show us where we are. Bade's loving the Snapchat. So as we taxi out, let's just do some checks. We need to turn off the APU bleed and the master switch. We should have had the beacon on because I want to make sure we don't, you know, ingest anyone into the big engines. As long as he's having fun. Well, it's a moody looking sky that we're going to be climbing up into. So we're going to go down here, which is here, and then take a left and we should be good. No one else taxiing out? No, looks fairly quiet. Kind of know where we're going now, so we can turn off the ground mapping. At 20 knots, but you know, good to get a canter on and get out of here. Just gonna be a single fight, Alex. I was working from home today, so it's a bit easier for me to get on early and have a little flight after work. Quite rare. Yeah, fast taxi. Slow it down. There we go. Just make a call here. Look at this, ready to go, guys. Sweet.
Switch to taxi on taxiway inner to holding point platform 1.
Who's that for? Is that someone on our? I think so. Zero traffic, Edelweiss 185 lining up runway 28 for immediate departure. Zero traffic. Oh, let's get the landing light on. Get ourselves lined up. How's he, Alex? Some people really like Roblox. I mean, I'm probably a little bit old for it, but
Clear traffic, Edelweiss 33 Charlie Whiskey, descending 4,000 feet inbound for turn and base.
yeah, they're the two, right? X-Plane's had quite a lot of updates as well, so it's been looking pretty good. So, not rushing the line up, just making sure that we've got ourselves ready to go, and then we will get ourselves out of here. We said immediate takeoff, so that is what we will do. Let's go. So the airspeed's alive. Then a bit of forward pressure on the nose. The iFly 737's good. It's got some really good features.
V1.
It's just trying to take off and chat at the same time. Really good features. Ah, Ark, thanks for joining, mate. I'll catch up with you later on. Yeah, Alex, it can be worth the investment. Just sort of depends how much you want to spend, right? Like, this hobby gets expensive after a while. Anyway, that's us through the climb gate. Lever climb, you'll just see it's coming there. We're above our airspeed, so we can bug that up and get the flaps in. Lower the nose, we're going to follow the flight directors. I'll hand fly it for a bit. Look at this. Flight simulator. Yeah. I think, Alex, you can go like nuts in it, right? And you can have a lot of equipment. Just depends how much you want the realism, right? If you're going to spend that much money, you can always just go and do a flying lesson yourself. Oh, Ice! Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well too. Ark. Makes it too exciting if we say that in the chat here. So, we'll engage the autopilot, following the flight directors out, following the flight path here. Yeah, Alex, these guys I play Armour Reforger with, so they've got invested to see if I can actually fly here and then fly a helicopter in Armour. We'll get rid of the speed brake. Spoilers. Yeah, don't want any excitement. So we've hit our 5,000 limit. Just have a little look outside, guys, because look at this. Simulator looks awesome. Yeah. In Armour, the helicopters are very difficult. I'm not great at those. So we tried the 5,000, but we need to keep climbing because of terrain. So open climb, pull this button down. Yeah, it's Boeing ice. It's not going. So you see us following this departure here. Yeah. How are you getting on with the Phoenix Arc? Coming up to a little bit of cloud. Thanks for the lights, guys, as well. Ah, nice one, Arc. So I need to get back into it. It's one of those planes. Actually, to be fair, if you can fly the Phoenix, you'll be able to fly this because it's exactly the same layout. It's just slightly bigger, right? From the outside. But otherwise, piece of cake. Ah, your airline, Alex. How's that been going? Yeah. I haven't tried, I've heard that in 2024 it's really difficult to get these, get where you need to get with the liveries. Right guys, we're going up to 40,000 feet. Just check ahead of us, there's nothing on TCAS for climbing out, so let's go up to 40,000. So, pull that, see we go to open climb, we'll push this forward, standard pressure. Yeah, 2020 should be okay, right, for doing that, but ooh, major stutters. Come on, old boy, we can do it. Look at that. So I do think 2024 looks awesome. The night lighting and the shades are cool. Clouds look brilliant. I mean, look at that. It's like being in a real airplane. X-Plane's still cool. I think X-Plane will come back. They've just got a smaller development team, so they need a bit more time to get things in place. But once they do, that man Austin's got it under control. So, you see on our weather radar, a little bit of pockets of weather off to our right hand side, and there's a little bit as we climb out as well, but should be fine. We're on Valanta, if you want to track the flight. But yeah, really appreciate the company tonight, guys. It's tough going back to work after having 4 days off, but thought we'd get ourselves up in the sim, have a little play. Yeah, he's a quirky guy, isn't he, Austin? But he's he clearly wants to build something that he cares about, and he's quite happy to upset Microsoft on the way, which, you know, competition's good. So beautiful views as we climb out. Yeah, he's not scared of MSS. He's got loads of things he can do, right? Look at this. This looks like a proper airliner. That sun is beautiful. Might take a cheeky little screenshot for our Discord channel. Yeah, do it, Alex. I think if I'm going to do a long haul on this, I'll do it on do it in an evening and then wake up the next day and do the landing. Meant to be flying on Sunday again, so in my little aeroplane, which is going through quite a few changes at the moment, so I'm just working through that as a group at the moment. Look at this. So let's have a little look on Vatsim. There is no air traffic control at the moment on Heathrow or the south of England. That's probably okay because we can self-vector ourselves. Yeah, you should try it, Alex. I've never done it. And to be honest, I need to learn how to do oceanic procedures if I was going to do it, because I'd just embarrass myself otherwise. Alright, you'll have to be my co-pilot to remind me when I don't do things. So, landing light comes off, nose light comes off, still got the beacon on, strobes are auto. That's all good. We'll keep these on auto at the moment, so the seatbelt sign has gone off because it's not on the ECAM anymore. Beautiful. Yeah. That oceanic's a mystery. I mean, I've looked at some YouTube videos on it, and I mean, in some ways it seems quite simple, but in other ways I'd probably absolutely mess it up. So I think you've got to get clearance to a website or something, and then at least in the Airbuses you've got CPDLC, so you'll be able to do it through your flight computer. We'll change to Arc mode on this side, and celebrating Archangel coming in and having a look at things. Beautiful. And while we're here, we can do some work. Lovely. Look at this. I don't want one of these in my little airplane. Beautiful. Nope, we always want to be ahead of the airplane, particularly when you're on Vatsim, so we don't need these charts anymore, so we can get rid, and yeah, I know, Alex. There's some people who've done some really good tutorials on it. I think if you're going to do it, you've got to edit it properly and things like that, so we're coming in to Heathrow on the Alesso 1 hotel arrival. So it goes Alesso, Rotterdam. We need to be flight level 180, so 18,000 feet at ECVAX. 250 knots at Lima Echo 001. Oh, sorry, 01. and then we go in over Biggin. So this is Biggin Hill Airport, and we could be asked to hold over Biggin Hill, or we might just make our approach. We're going to 27 left, which is here, so we might get a little bit of the city on our right hand side, but let's have a little look. Flight level 070 and 220 knots, which we'll check as we get on the way. Always good to have, so Heathrow is complex while you're pootling around it in your Airbus. It's good to know where you're going. This is the overview of the airport itself. If you get to come into here and open up these, you'll see the taxiing one. Definitely pin that, very important. And then you might want to also get parking stands and parking stands continued and parking stands continued. Now the reason for that is because of the chart layout. First of all, taxiing. So Heathrow has weird stopping bits. I say weird. You'll see as you come down here, it's got like Loch Lomond, anyone? Yeah, we're all funny, aren't we? Nessie over here, yeah, Loch Ness. Ben Nevis. Seems to be quite a lot of Scottish things in here for being an English airport. Pluto. So these are holding points, and on the scenery you'll see them, but a lot of people get confused when someone says taxi down Alpha, hold at Snapper. They'll be like, where's Snapper? And if you use this chart, you'll see Alpha, but you don't see Snapper. Yeah, they're good, aren't they, Alex? Then, if you want a bit more detail on the parking stand, use this. This has Snapper, etc. on it. So if you were going to hold it Snapper to turn into Terminal 5 Charlie or 5 Bravo, come in here, use this chart here. And then continued, this is Terminal 5A, which is at the far end of the airport. And coordinates, actually, you don't need that. Definitely don't need the coordinates. But yeah, need all that. That is important. And if you get that prepared before you go in, beautiful. You don't need to worry about anything as you come in. Particularly when you're on Vatsim and you're trying to keep ahead of the airplane, talk to someone who's going to be basically getting you into a queue of traffic to land very quickly. So it's all good. Right, we're coming up into the cruise, so we'll stick some music on, guys. Royalty free, very important. And yeah, we'll just chill out as we get into the cruise and get on our way to London Heathrow. Thank you for joining again. They just can't understand it, right, Alex? Yeah. Honestly. Also, American airports are confusing because they've got the apron. I think I talked about this on my last stream, like the uncontrolled bits of the apron and then the bits that are controlled. I don't really understand it. And the accent makes it even more difficult. I think it tells you on the charts, Alex, which is controlled and which is not, but I guess you can ask, right? If it's confusing, it's important to clarify and make sure that it's understood by all. Otherwise, you might just push back into an area which is controlled, which would not be good news. I bet they love that, Alex. They probably don't know what is going on. It's a random Scotsman just chatting away to them. If you're doing across the pond, Alex, would you use the A380? The PMDG 777 might be coming out fairly soon, so when that comes out, we'll give it a little flight on the channel, see what it looks like. Oh, sorry, Alex. Okay. Keep asking you these things and then you're like, yeah, come on, Sim Scott. You're not listening to me. I'm like, yeah, no, fair. I get that. One day, Alex, one day. Yeah, I mean, look, the A380 for being free is astounding in terms of what you can get. Yeah, but also, right, it's free, which for that aircraft is amazing. I mean, it has the same panel up here. Oh, look, there's some coming in here. It's exactly the same screens. It can do the zoom. It can do brake to vacate. And this, I mean, this cost me, I think, I'm gonna say 60, 70 pounds, maybe more, 80. Whereas it's free. Ah, mate, it is astounding that they put that together, and it flies really well. Actually, it's probably got better flight dynamics than the A350 that we're flying at the moment. Anyway, we've got someone off to our left-hand side. Let's just keep an eye on them. They are heading to Cologne at 34,000 feet. So we're going up to 40. There is a potential for a conflict because we're going to climb through their altitude. You can see that it's reducing. So it's now 100 feet above us. Or 1,000 feet, sorry. Now at the same level as us. And then it should turn negative as we go above it. Oh really, Alex? There you go. So now you can see it's below us by 1,000. Well, I think that must be 100 feet. So I think we're okay. I wonder if we can see him. Maybe not. It's a bit cloudy. Hello? No, can't see him. Oh really, Ice? Never had that. Have you looked on the fly-by-wire website or the Discord? I'm sure they'll be able to help. It's quite interesting. I wonder why it's just that one pack that's letting you down. I love the engine vibrations here. This is cool. I think they did this for the 777, didn't they? PMDG and Inibuilds have taken it, but the A380 is massively quirky. This looks pretty realistic, right? You get a little bit of wing flex. Oh, we're turning, everyone. It's lucky we are on autopilot and I'm not flying this. I've never flown the MD-80. Looks cool, like it's I love the engine layout on it, but one of my favourites is the RJ, the regional jet. And I've flown it on 2024, but that thing is a little pocket rocket. And by that I mean it's got 4 hair dryers and they barely let it take off and land, but it's so manual. Might do a stream on that actually quite soon. Is that right, Alex? Nice. It sounds like they could have engineered that slightly differently. specifically European, pointing about 5 different countries to come to that conclusion. Ooh, we might get some air traffic control. Reims have just come online. Reims? Reims? R-E-I-M-S. Reims. Let's see. Yeah! TCA pack would be awesome. Yeah, Alex. What's happening on the get on the sunset side? We've got FS realistic running, so we'll get a few sounds coming through that. So I used to get a lot of crashes in this, but I've taken away my NVIDIA filters, and that seems to have solved literally everything. Yeah, we might get some air traffic control soon. We'll need to wait and see. I'm on tenterhooks to see if he calls me or not, so I have to actually do some piloting. Proper piloting. I don't think this keyboard works, does it? It's disappointing. But this has got some cool features, so if you want to go direct somewhere, you can just click on it. Ooh. Hold on. Ah, look at that. From position, direct to. Don't even need to go down to FMS, just do it here. That is very cool. Oh, hello. Trying to work out my keybinds. I know it does, Ice, right? I paid all this money and I don't have a working keyboard. Unbelievable. A little bit of chop up here. Still haven't mastered how to land this airplane. Sort of, you get pilot-induced oscillation because of the way the dynamics work, so that'll be a laugh for everyone as we go into the busiest airport. Not yet, Ark. Until their drinks are spilling over the place, then we would. But until then, they're fine, right? Once the gin and tonics are on the floor, then we turn it on. Oh, it's so nice streaming at this time of day. Normally I'm not home by now, so it's so let's just play around then. Oh, look at this. Bit of weather on the horizon, guys. Might be having spilled gin and tonics. So just to give you a little bit of a tour. Yeah, Ark. I mean, we're going to use brake to vacate, but we're not using autoland unless we go around and, you know, really cock it up. Never know. So on the screen you've got your waypoints and then this ETP, which is your halfway point. Ooh, we're getting cold. Who is this? 133.005. 133.005. Plug that in. It does, Ice. We're going to show it, mate. So have a little look at that. Now, I might need to turn the music down because I might not be able to hear this guy, but let's see. Reims control, very good evening. Edelweiss 185 with you, flight level 400.
Edelweiss 185, ground control, good evening, set squawk 5770.
Squawk 5770, Edelweiss 185. So, let's do some squawking.
Good evening, Lufthansa 35, Echo Band,
In here, we want to put 5770. Enter. Right, gonna have to turn the music down slightly, guys, because otherwise I won't hear him.
Edelweiss 185 identified, proceed direct Abnur.
Direct up to Edelweiss 185. Let's have a little look.
Confirm Abnur, Alpha, Bravo, November, Uniform, Romeo.
Alpha Bravo November Uniform Romeo, Edelweiss 185.
Thank you. Hi, control, hello,
Abner.
Victor Julian 360.
Direct to insert.
Control, good evening, set squawk 5773.
Oh, a little bit of a shortcut. Sorry guys, what was I doing? Yeah, a few bags are needed. What did you find, Alex, when you were playing around with it? Let me know if you can hear the air traffic control, guys, or if you need me to turn it up. It's a very... a man with a great French accent. Yeah, heavy French accent included, Ark.
Griffin 57 Mike, descend flight level 230.
There's a trick, so if someone gets you a direct to have this screen open, because you can then see it easier.
To confirm, the waypoint is Echo Sierra Tango Oscar Charlie as the direct. Affirm, that's the correct waypoint. Thank you.
Right, just gonna get my sound right so I can hear this guy. But all this person is doing is providing like air traffic control that's above, I think it's 29,000 feet. So he's just, yeah, above 29,500 feet. So all this person is doing is separating traffic above that. It's a pretty easy position, I think, for people to sort of sit on, but it's a good way to learn, right? Anyway, just for you, Ice, I think we'll set up our brake to vacate just so we're ready to go. So the way that we do it, he says, I think he knows how to do it.
Land control, good evening.
Plan.
Postman 5
And we'll come down to zoom.
Climb flight level 310, passing flight level 290.
Postman 5990, control, good evening,
And then
set
we
squawk
have
1000.
some stuttering, which always makes you think we're about to crash, but we're not. So, it automatically loads in Heathrow. And let me just check what the... Oh, actually we can do it. Oh, guys, we're here, we can do it. Can I get the...
5990 identified,
ASUS.
proceed direct Devy.
Proceed direct active, thank you so much, Postman 5
So, is this going to give me the ATIS that I want? What's that do? Does that print it off? Oh, I've got a printer. No, no. Why won't it do that? Let me see. Let's play around, guys, while we're here. I don't want that. Quest. No. No. Maybe you can't do it, actually.
Have a good day from 7 Papa Tango.
Anyway, lovely day, or lovely evening in Heathrow.
Control, good evening, identified. I will need you on an odd flight level. You're going to Paris. So this is flight level 370 initially.
Let me just check the
And
runway we're coming
actually,
in
this is
on.
370
Bear
and
with
we are
everyone.
also ready stationed from 7 Papa Tango.
Yeah, 27 left. So,
Thank you in that case. This is flight level 300.
let's have a little look.
Descending size 300 from 7 Papa Tango.
So 27 left is, he says, that's 9 left, so that's completely the wrong way, Sim Scott. I find that really disconcerting. I would always think the 27 right's on the left hand side. But here we are, 27 left. So let's click on that Yeah, we're pretty high, Alex. So, click on this.
Griffin 57 miles,
And then
you are about to leave my airspace, nothing
let's come
further,
down here.
monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
So, it's got dry and it's got wet. I
I
think we'll aim for
You too, thanks.
November 6. Set brake to vacate. That tells you like the turnaround time, I think, for the brake. So it's like 70 minutes or 100 minutes, I think. And I think it's 65 seconds will be on the runway is what that stands for. But someone will tell me if I'm wrong. So we do all that. We hit auto brake. Brake to vacate comes up, and we are done. Let's see if it works. Yeah, Alex, pretty rare we'd be flying on the side, to be honest. Normally this is where the private jets go.
Tapping initially flight level 140, 2458, merci.
Super. Sounds good. That gets us all set up for our approach. And also check that we had a little look at it earlier, but check we are all set up for our approach into Heathrow. So Alesso, you've got Rocknell, Etvax, flight level 180, Tiger, you then get a speed limit of 250 knots coming up, which is at Lima Lima Echo 1, which is 250 knots, and then we want to be at Big N 220 flight level 70, so that's all programmed in perfectly. Very happy with that.
Easy 13 Mike Victor, report your Mach number please.
Easy 13 Mike Victor, current Mach is 0.742.
Roger, thank you. Okay, wait 421, report your Mach number please. Okay, wait 421.77. Okay, wait 421, reduce Mach decimal 76 or less.
That's for spacing into Gatwick.
Forward correction 1, correction, yeah, 421. Thank you.
Set the QNH for Heathrow. So, we're almost at the halfway point. We've set ourselves up already for the arrival. It's cool, guys. We're just, now we're just relaxing.
Wait 50 Hotel, you're leaving my airspace, nothing further, monitor Unicom, 122.8, goodbye.
Unicom 128, you're going 50 whiskey, bye-bye.
Swiss 458, proceed direct Givor, climb flight level 260.
Direct Givor, flight level 260, Swiss 458.
Beautiful. So, should be landing in about half an hour.
France 7 Papa Tango, further descend on Unicom 122.8, thank you for flying, goodbye.
Further descend on Unicom 122.8.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Ice, right? Yeah.
Bye bye, have a nice one, sir.
You too, thank you.
I think at Heathrow they're pretty strict about how, and other big airports, how strict you are, so how strict they are on the time you spend on the runway. So literally they'll say you need to exit by a certain exit so that then they have the right spacing for the planes coming in behind as well.
Did you want to remind Victor, did we ever get descent clearance?
They look alright, they're a bit flat over here, but the layering's very good here. It's almost like it's a bit of fog on the top. Hey Kyle, welcome to the stream, mate.
What the agreement says with the British.
Oh, hold on.
Perfect, thank you, CC 139.
Welcome. And the other station calling Rogue 5. Control, good evening, pass your message. Oyo 5, Alliance Control, bonsoir, passez votre message. Oui, Rob5, bonsoir, on est libéré par la tour de balle, et je crois qu'on est actuellement avec le radar fixe normalement. Oyo 5, oui en effet, vous passez pas du tout dans mon espace, vous devriez plutôt être avec les...
No, JSX was alright, Ark. It definitely worked better. So I used it outside of the airplane rather than using the built-in one. So I didn't use this toggle here. So enable JSX I didn't use. I did it through this menu here, and it worked perfectly. It was good.
France Control, Leipziger 255, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
400 feet, inbound Sierra Bravo 600. Leipziger 255, France Control, good evening, identified.
Oh no, Alex, no, we need to.
140, Leipziger 255.
Oh, I found a way to get the music in, and it lowers when he talks to us. This is like a professional streamer, guys. Sort of. Crumbs. Yeah, it's good.
You're leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom.
Oh, look at this setup, boys and girls. Excellent.
Thank you so much for your service, my control.
What's a VST plugin? I stream just from my one PC as well. I know others have too, but I can do it from one, which is good. Although I have you guys on an iPad for chat to keep up with you. Yeah, Ark, you should do. You can stream privately to YouTube, so if you don't want anyone to see it, I use it quite often to test like sound, different things. So you can do that, and then watch it back, and then when you're happy you can then go public. It gets quite addictive though. So we are sort of over the middle France at the moment. Yeah, Ark, so you get private, public, and there's a third one that escapes me, and it's yeah, some of those, I think private you can send a link to people and they can watch it, and then there's other versions which just let you watch it.
That's 255,
How are you, Alex?
climb flight level 360.
I use something called Sonar, which came with my headset, so it lets me, I think I can change like my voice to be like a walkie-talkie and things like that, but I don't do that. I've got some settings in OBS that sort of noise gates and things like that that will block out anything in the background, but yeah, I'm still clumsy, still hit the microphone there with my thumb.
Airways 421, you're leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, goodbye. 122, Airways 421, good day.
So we'll get handed off on this guy in a little bit, and we'll do our own descent in T4.
Flight level 350.
Super 14 Romeo, Vance Control, good evening, identified, proceed direct, Bravo Lima Mike.
Direct, Bravo Lima Mike, speed at 1 Romeo.
Leipziger 255, proceed direct Soral. Direct Soral, Leipziger 255.
Yeah, nice one, Alex. Thanks. That's helpful. Yeah, so Ark, if you have a look at that, that's the way to look at things. But what I tend to do, Arc, is if I'm testing, is I have an iPad which I have the stream on, and it's usually delayed. So I'm throwing about a 5-10 second delay from when I speak to when you guys hear it. So it's quite useful. You can have a headset on, have one ear on, and have another ear free, and you can kind of listen back to things in real time. So it's how I set things. There's probably better ways to do it, but you can have the sound going through your headset and listen to what your stream sounds like, but that's really, really distracting. So I prefer to do it this way.
Peter 2501, Reims Control, good evening again. Identified passing 3,000, correction, 4,100 feet.
Oui, oui.
Flight level 140 initially.
Steve 2000, departure 140. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's quite useful as well, Alex. I need to play around with it more. I don't stream enough to sort of get it right, but it seems to work, right? Like, tend to get the levels quite right. I haven't managed to get GSX sound to play through OBS yet. Nice one, Alex. I use the internal mixer, and I've got another mixer that's virtual. But yeah, I need to try and capture GSX. I think I can do it through a virtual cable. But at the moment that's picking up in the Phoenix, it's picking up the cabin crew. And I much prefer hearing that. But if you're not using the Phoenix, you miss out on GSX, so it's... I think I need to buy a new one. Yeah, it is. Oh, sorry, the one that I use, no. So the one that controls mine is called Steel Series Sonar, so I've got that set up for controlling game sound, microphone, and then Spotify and vPilot in the background. But I've also got OBS also working hard in the background on things. So yeah, it's a little bit of a pickle, and you know, everything goes in it, but it's quite difficult to monitor everything. That's the only thing, when you've got one screen, trying to figure out what's going on all the time is tricky. Can't multitask, typical man, right? Anyway, we're coming up to the French border, so we will get handed off from this person soon.
Proceed direct up north.
Steve 2000, transit 340, direct to
You can't. It doesn't pick it up, Alex, I don't think. So I've tried to do that. I think you have to get it... I can't remember. Because Coato or whatever it is doesn't always run. It's only when you've actually got sounds coming up that it clicks in. I'll have a play around with it this weekend and see if I can figure it out. So, this is always helpful, isn't it? Check destination data. Let's just update this. So, what this is doing is the performance of our approach and landing. So, approach, winds are 220-11.
35 Echo, unfortunately that's outside of my airspace,
So,
but you are leaving very soon actually.
220,
Unicom 122
enter,
goodbye.
11 knots, enter.
At 22.8.
Outside air temperature is 14
Au revoir. Au revoir, thank you.
QNH
American 44
1015.
Ram Control, bonsoir, American 44.
Nice, this is what the streams are for, it's for learning.
American
I'm just going to use a
44,
random
good evening.
150 feet as my minimums. Doesn't really matter.
Proceed, direct Bravo Lima Mike.
If you want to really know your minimums,
Direct Bravo Lima Mike.
they're in
American
here.
44.
So if you go EGLL, approach, category 2-3, I'd like to hide you now, please. Why am I not able to do that?
T-shirt 277 Ram Control, good evening. Unfortunately, I'm only covering the Paris area above flight level 300. So, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Oh, we got bin signed off by
Unicom 1 2 decimal 8.
Anyway, minimums are down here.
Interrupt you.
Decision
Au revoir,
height
bonsoir.
50.
No worries, bye bye.
Radio altitude 177. We could go 177, right? 177 is catch B2. Enter. It is, yeah, it is, Alex. So if I go into here, and you go, actually, sorry, it's up here. Go to serve, and you got the 5770. So it's on auto at the moment. It's got TARA, norm, etc. You can manually just put these in if you want, like altitude reporting. You can turn off, but and it's got the auto tilt as well in there, which is pretty good. Anyway, we've set ourselves up nicely for our approach.
Wave control, speedbird 250. So can you please repeat what the direct was? I was trying to find it on my flow plan.
Oh.
I couldn't find it.
Uh-oh. Someone is lost.
Speedbird 2501, the direct is Abnour. Alpha, Bravo, November, Uniform, Romeo. Abnour. Got it, sir. I was saying a bit weird, I just need to be outside your limit. I've now found it. Thank you,
I'd
sir.
like to descend soon.
Welcome.
Please hand me off. Please. We're going to go first down to...
Speedbird 14 Romeo, when ready, descent flight level 1990 to be leveled
nice one,
Bravo Lima Mike.
You've had a productive evening, Alex, getting your stuff sorted.
Postman 5999er, contact Swiss radar on 133 decimal 050, goodbye.
133 decimal
This is
050.
open descent coming up.
Postman 5999.
I won't descend yet, but... You can always request it.
Edelweiss
Here we
185,
go.
you're leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, bye bye.
122 decimal, au revoir.
Bye bye, thank you.
Yeah, a bit of French, everyone. 1228. And let's go into a control descent. Ah. It's good to know, Alex. It's good to be chilled out. Okay, starting our descent into Heathrow now. Ah, I got you, Alex, I got you. So there is, at the moment, no air traffic control until we get tower at Heathrow, so that'll be somewhat interesting. Tower are on 118505, so we'll get that set up. 118505. That sounds quite chilled out, Alex. Watermark that isn't too distracting. What for your liveries, Alex? Sorry, I just went to get a drink. Look at this sunset I'm going into. Beautiful. Vatsim looks pretty good. So, one thing you have to watch with this is it is a slippery little beast. Yeah, go the Alex. So it is slippery. So to try and get speeds down can be a little bit tricky. But let's see. So trying to get to ETVAX by 18,000 feet, which is our restriction here. You can see that per our little, this is where the airplane will level off, where the blue marker is and the arrow. You can see that it's just before ETVAX, so we should meet that constraint quite nicely. If it starts to go past it, we'll just stick a little speed brake out. All good. And also put in the Q&H, we got 1015, 1015, so you can preset it, which you can't do in the Phoenix or the Airbusses because they don't have that. So that'll mean when I pull this back to get to local pressure, it will automatically jump to that. Beautiful. Now, do we want to park? I don't know where Edelweiss parks at Heathrow, so we're just gonna we're gonna wing it. When we get on the ground, we're gonna talk to someone. He's gonna be very helpful. Nah, no worries, Alex. Thanks for coming on. Always a pleasure, mate. We'll see you on the stream again. Cheers, mate. Bye bye. So, slow descent down. You can see we're just coming off the coast of France. It's the coast of the UK. Not a big distance. You can do it in a light aircraft. You want to be up a little bit higher than normal, just in case of any engine failures, but goodness, more screenshots needed. Let's actually do some piloting, otherwise this could be awkward if we don't get to where we need to get to. We'll actually keep our descent going, so down to 7,000 at begin is where we want to be. Which is, Biggins just down here, so that should... Yes, Ark, you're wrapped in, ready for the big event. What's SC? Nice one, nice. So you joined Discord as well. Thanks, nice. Ah, got you. So you guys not on Armour at the moment? I saw you guys in the chat, but on the EXT. Nice. I'll come and say hello afterwards. Ah, nice one, Orc. I do think 2024 has got some of this very, very right. I mean, that surface there just looks absolutely spectacular. Bit dirt up there, need to clean the airplane. And then looking out, it is stunning. Not quite sure about the star seats. Oh, hold on. This is not very secure, is it? Absolute scenes though, guys. If you want to pay £80 for an airplane, then you need a flushing toilet. You're being judgmental about everything. Quite right. It's good, right? Like, it is stunning. Even just being like back here. Oh, hello, we're in the wall. It is pretty beautiful. Let's put our keyboard away and get ready for landing. So, there's no one on Vatsim at the moment. It's all good. Does it have the footrest as well here? I'm sure some of the older ones. Is it there? Yeah! Now we're talking, boys. Look! I can put my feet up. Means I don't hit the rudder pedals. Yeah, Ark. It's not that kind of flight, Ark. No, come on. Let's put my pedals up. Okay, so we got big in and then straight into 27 left. Let's have a little look on that spy to see how we're getting on. I don't think there's that many people going into Heathrow at the moment, which is unusual, but let's have a little look. Where are we? We are first in, followed by a Speedbird, two Speedbirds, two British Airways, one coming in from Stockholm, one from Salzburg. Beautiful. What is this music? The joys of royalty free. Something a little bit more uplifting. Let's see. Maybe not. We'll have something chilled out. So, remember we're trying to make our speed restriction Lima Echo 01. 250 knots. See if we can get down to that level. Starting to see the fields of England below us. Oh my goodness. I've actually flown over that in my little airplane. It's a little lake. It's good for doing stalls and stuff above, because if you have an engine failure, you can just go into it, right? Easy. It's also very popular for acrobatics, so you have to watch what's going on. What I'll do, pause the music now, we'll turn the sim back up, guys, and we will get ourselves set for a nice little landing here. Beautiful. One strapped in at the back, not yet really. So yeah, this is where I fly my little airplane around down this area. Tunbridge Wells and Tunbridge. Lovely. So you can see that we're still absolutely cantering along, trying to make this speed restriction. It'll be interesting what the plane does, if it actually manages or not. Ooh, another good thing in this plane is if you come back here, you can dim all the screens using one master switch. Look. Ooh, beautiful. Good. Rather than having to do it individually. It just helps a bit with the glare. So we're still at 280 knots. We are trying to get to 250, but the plane is ignoring. So it's trying to meet the speed restriction here. We'll see if it actually does it. Mark, you don't know how true that is. Takes a lot to, you know, chat for an hour just to myself. Too many, Ark. Sounds like you wouldn't get a word in edgeways between them. Yeah. Imagine that around the day 04. You'd just be sitting there wanting to have more to drink and get out of there. Anyway, we're getting near 10,000, so let's prepare. We want to put the localizer on, and we'll put the landing light on, and we'll put the taxi light on as well. So, it's interesting, it's trying to get to the speed restriction now. Let's put some flaps out. It's flaps, speed brake. There it is. We should slow it down quick there. What are the 3 rings of Magi's? There we go. That's us reaching our speed target now. That is a good question, Mark. Should I or should I not? I think that's an absolute fair point. Look at that. And you're going to be my co-pilot, Mark. Otherwise, woof, I made a major mistake. They might not see me landing. My guys, I like it. Alright, so we've got to make, on this approach, we're going to be at 7,000 feet at big end, so you can see the airplane is trying to pitch for it and trying to keep the speed, but it's sort of creeping ahead. If you go over the speed, you'll get an error message coming up here as well. Yeah, just put all the lights on. Put the logo light on, might as well put the wing light on, why not? It's interesting actually, you don't see as much at this time of day with the lights because of the sun, particularly the simulator. So it's trying to get, you see the green dot, that's what we're trying to track. Needs a little bit of help, so we'll put speed brake out again. You see that it's pitching for speed, so because we have put what is the equivalent of having a plank of wood up on the wing, it's going to point the nose down because it needs to keep speed up. So what it lets you do is have a higher angle of attack. See the engines are now spooling up, so bring the speed brakes in. Otherwise we'll be fighting against it. Slow ourselves down. How far ahead are we now? Oh, there's someone who's going to land a minute behind us, which will be very exciting. This is where you'll see me do a go around because we can't all sort ourselves out as we come into Heathrow. So we're now pitching for, well, we're slowing down for 220 knots. See the green dot is starting to go down the way. So what we are going to do, yeah, speed error is what's come up. So we'll now go into manual speed mode and go into open descent. So what that will do, it will pitch for 220 knots and it will descend then down to 3,000 feet at 220 knots. So you see the rate of descent is going high because we've got the speed brake out. Then as the green dot comes back in on track, we'll do that. The reason standard's flashing is it now wants us to go to local pressure, which is there. City of London off the nose, beautiful. This is the awkward thing that's happening, so you can see this Speedbird 112 Charlie's coming in exactly the same time as us. Let's slow ourselves right down. We might do just a 360 just to create some spacing as well. Because he's not Tokyo Unicorn. Thanks, Archangel. We might crash and die, but we'll the scene. Message flapping. So, it normally automatically does ice. I can do it now, right? Because I'm in manual speed mode. So, if I go into managed, and this is quite a good trick, so I'll activate it. And then, so I'll do activate approach, confirm. When I'm on approach, I'll kick it back into managed speed mode, and then it will slow me down. So I normally do about 180 knots to about here. He's still coming, so I'm going to do a quick 360 just to do some spacing, so bear with everyone. So, alright, that is in the US, they've tested that, and they'll try to do it, I think, in the UK soon, but at the moment we just use Unicom. So you can see this chap is just barreling straight in, so we're going to do a bit of a 360 just to give you a view of the city of London. And we'll come around, so we'll descend to 3,000 feet. He's probably going to absolutely poop his pants because he thinks we're going towards him, but we're not. It's nice, isn't it? London City Airport is over there. Millennium Dome is off the nose. No one can do this now. Airbus. That's what you do in my little airplane when you're trying to keep spacing. You just do little seatbelt signs come on. Beautiful. We can arm the speed brakes for arrival. Let's go round again. So that's saying 3,000 feet, hence the engine spooling up. In our stage of flaps, just for giggles. Keep it coming round, keep it coming round. Keep it coming round. You can see he's now an approach behind us, so we create the right spacing. Roll out onto a heading. How far ahead is he? He's not super far ahead, is he? He's about 5 miles, but should be okay. Area over there. I can slow ourselves right down to 160 knots because I'm a bit nervous about spacing, but let's see what happens. An airplane will fly happily at 160 knots. It's pretty safe. So what we're now looking for is our iOS to come in, and we get lateral and we get horizontal. So horizontal usually comes in first. We've got about a 12-mile final. This will start to come down at about 10 miles, so got a bit of space. Let's get ourselves lined up a little bit. Probably got about 5 miles separation. Looking good, looking good. When it comes to iOS, you can see horizontally it's coming in.
Heathrow traffic, so 6 train gives inbound landborne descendant flight level 70.
Change over to tower in a second. 18505. That'll do. Ground are on. that's us on the horizontal, or lateral, horizontal, that's right. You can see that laterally it's coming in, sorry, vertically, what am I saying? Vertically laterally, so laterally we're on. Go ahead, approach, and you'll see glide slope is armed, and as this diamond comes through, it'll capture. Put the gear down early to slow ourselves down. Glide slope, start, it's good. Lethal Tower, Edelweiss 185 with you for the established 27 lift. Talk to me. Oh, he's locked off. Oh, man.
2,500.
Into manage speed mode. Just create a big gap here. So, that's helpful that 8C just locked off straight away there. 2, 8, 0. Traffic, Edelweiss 185, it's on a 7 mile final, runway 27 left, slowing to 140 knots. Just tells the person in front of us that we're not going to push. And what? I think tower's locked off.
Yeah, tower's locked off, mate. Oh, I was about to start taxiing as well, pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, all good. We just have a chat. Right, so no tower, that makes it easier. So we've got greens, signs are on, landing gears down, flaps flapping, ground spots are armed, cabin, call the purser, and he's happy. Everyone is secure, Archangel is strapped in. Let's see what damage we can cause. So it looks like the person in front of us, I think, is locked off. I know, they're just going on the threshold.
Traffic, Fever 325 and 506, pushing and start.
So iCUE asked the question, we've gone into managed speed mode, so we're at 140 knots, full flap. So if you were just going to use lock on its own, sometimes you get approaches that are just laterally, so it'll guide you in from side to side, so it'll keep you on the centre line, but you have to control the vertical movements. So lock would be for that. So initially use lock because you normally capture the iOS before you get the vertical indicator. So I use lock first, and then as I get to this first dot here, I then put approach on, and that arms it, and it will then capture the vertical glide path. So
1,000.
there's a chap here, he's just turning off, so we're going to be absolutely fine. 1,000 feet, we'll take control. Okay, Edelweiss 185 is landing at 27 left. Let's see if brake to vacate works, guys. And if SimScott can actually fly this thing. Ah, that's interesting, guys. So do you normally just arm approach and go from there? Maybe that works. I've always done it because Boeing do it that way, and I learned on a 737 on my first simulator, so...
500.
500. A little bit below profile.
400.
Going to capture the engine spin up, getting a lot of turbulence over these trees. Just need the runway to come in because clearly my internet's slow. Oh, it's pretty choppy. A little bit high. Be whites, one red.
200.
Still a little bit
100
high.
above.
Concord on the right hand side, lovely.
100. Minimum 90. 80. 70.
Still
60.
take it. We're not too high.
40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Oh, not a lot of flair in that, boys. When in doubt, slap it down on the ground. Reverses out.
6 for traffic, tail fly, 6 for Charlie, crossing runway 27 left and 03.
Cancel the spoilers. And then brake to VK is kicking in soon. Hey Alex, Ryanair pilot. Still alive. We did a bit of a Ryanair landing. So, wait to vacate worked, we're coming off here. Beautiful. Get ourselves turned off and then find a parking space, guys. Welcome to Heathrow. Ah, nice one, nice. Maybe I'll try it just with full approach next time. It's Airbusing, right? It's too complex for me. Normally, my overlay will show my landing rate. I might look at Invalanta afterwards just to see. Well, actually, Alex, have you got the landing? Can you go and have a look? Bring us to the pub, Hark. Let's give a call that we're clear.
People traffic Seabed 325 is taxiing holding point Alpha 4 via Bravo Charlie and Alpha.
And Heathrow traffic Edelweiss 185 is clear of runway 27 left. No, we're on Alpha, chaps. Where should we go park? Let's have a look. Tidy up the aircraft.
Yes, traffic 600, Golf Bravo, safety, holding point 610, access traffic.
There. I was finding it difficult to get my bearings in this airport. So we've come off here, so we've got Echo in front of us. There's Echo. Why don't we go into Golf and we'll go to 322, so just X. Ah, thanks, Ark. It is the Alex. This is not handcrafted. I think this is Inibuilds Heathrow, so handcrafted that way. Right, she'll get it. It's all just practice, mate. Let's go down this way. Thanks, Ark. I'll come and say hello and chat later on. Let's have a look where we are. Bravo. Delta's on the right there. Let's go to stand. 564 at, where are we? 5 Charlie. 564, please, GSX. So, 555. 564 will do. I'd not like to have it follow me. Beautiful. Right, we haven't tidied up the aircraft because we're being completely lazy, but you see, we still have the spoilers, so get rid of them.
Anti-4 traffic, tail flight 64 Charlie is landing up runway 27 right via ASUS and departing Raptor from Park 7 Foxtrot. Heathrow traffic.
Old Alex. Oliver tries his best. In we go into here, we'll start the APU, get ourselves ready to switch the engines off. As we get to stand, we can take the landing lights off, and we do it to taxi. And we're going, which stand do we set? Let's forget. 564. 564. Yeah, beautiful sunset. 566.
Heathrow traffic, referring 6 change, is turning inbound for the final 27 left.
565, so we'll be next on the left, boys and girls. There's a BA in front of us. Very cool. So this is 564, this is our stand. Let's just slow ourselves down so we don't go careering into
Heathrow traffic, the traffic holding short at 27 right at the minute. Would you like to go first, or do you mind if I go first?
That's very polite. What if we have safe dock on? Let's have a look. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, I think it's got to... Actually, I'll have a look afterwards. I'm pretty sure I turned off standard scenery, but I don't know if we got two, because it looks like there's like a safe dock and a safe dock multiplied by 2. But anyway, follow us in. These back with his target ready to push back the next flight.
Heathrow traffic, trail flight 6 for Charlie Airborne 2000 feet.
Oh, that'll do. I'm happy with that.
Heathrow traffic.
We will shut down the engines then.
Heathrow traffic, search 9, go Bravo on Alpha. Approaching 27 right. Will be
Well guys, thank you for coming along. Thanks to Art, thanks to Ice, thanks to Alex. Really good seeing you guys. Get some deboarding on the go. And I will leave you guys to do this and just watch us deboard. Sun setting in the background, beautiful. Thank you for joining guys. We will be live again soon. If you're watching this back, give it a like. Do hit subscribe, come and join us in Discord. Very happy to take flight suggestions. If you've got any questions, let us know. Alex, thank you for joining. Ice, thank you for joining. Archangel, thank you for joining. And everyone else who watches it back, have a great rest of your Tuesdays. Thank you.